Hey guys, Hammer's my name, and I'm going to talk about my partnership, my network, and a referral program that they have started. So, if you are not a YouTuber, if you do not make videos and you have no intentions of ever doing so, or don't want to be in a partnership, then, or in a network, it's called, if you don't want to be a partner, then this video isn't for you unless you like random rambles. Then it's probably fine, but I don't know why you would do that. But anyway, I want to. Well, it might be interesting a bit if you're wondering about how networks and partnerships work. Anyway, I am an RPM partner. RPM Network is a sub network of Maker Studios. Maker Studios is one of the biggest networks on YouTube. They already also have another sub network called the Game Station, which houses PewDiePie, Blue Cephas, that's the Yogscast for those of that don't know, and like the Total Biscuit, like huge YouTubers, huge gamers. Um, I used to say that I was a Social Blade partner, but that's technically not true. I applied through Social Blade, but Social Blade isn't a network. They don't handle applications, they don't handle contracts, they don't handle support or payment or anything at all. They all Social Blade is that it's a tracking, like it's a statistics website that somehow made a deal with RPM that they could allow people to apply through Social Blade, and then Social Blade calls the guys Social Blade partners on their website. So it's self advertisement. It's to bolster their like reputation or something. So I'm not a Social Blade partner. It's not a network. Don't apply through Social Blade. Just go through directly at RPM. Now, RPM have started a referral program which apparently to me it seems like it allows people to circumvent the requirements that RPM otherwise have, and also speeds up the process significantly. When I applied, it took 21 days from the day I applied till I got my contract, or either till I got my contract. I got my contract the 24th December, Christmas present. Um, no, yeah, it took me 21 days from I applied till I was a full-fledged partner. 21 days. I had a guy apply through my link last night. It didn't even take him 21 hours to receive the contract and get accepted. And he doesn't meet the views requirements. His channel is like a week old or something. And another guy did it as well. He hasn't signed the contract yet. I don't think he will because it's been a while. He also applied and got accepted the same day. So it's apparently a very efficient way of getting partnered if you really want to be partnered. Um, so yeah, what it does is that it gives me a finder's fee, and that's really not why I'm making this video or something. It's just I want to help people get partnered because there's a lot of stupid ideas and thoughts out there. When you ask people, they just they don't know, they don't research and stuff. So I might as well offer my help. Anyway, the referral program. There's a link. I'll leave it in the description. It's been on my channel for a few weeks now. But I'll leave it in the description for you to use if you want. I get a finder's fee. You get you get accepted easier and faster, and I get a finder's fee that is 10% of RPM's cut. They take a cut of your earnings, and I then get a cut of their cut. So it doesn't cost you anything at all. I just take some of their money. That's really it, and it's like I get 10% of their cut. So it's not much. It's like I can buy me an ice cream and be like, good job, you helped get someone partnered. I like ice cream, by the way. It's nice. I want one. Anyway, okay, so, well, RPM takes a cut. I actually made notes because there's so much. They take a cut. For me, they take 40%. This changes from every contract. It can be 50-50, it can be 60-40, it can be 70-30. I've even heard about 90-10, where you get 90% of your earnings, but that's for huge YouTubers who earns a crap ton of money. You'd get like 50-50 or something as a new channel. They take some of your money and you get something from that, and I think it's perfectly worth it. Like, you can monetize your videos outside of a network. You can just monetize directly through YouTube. But the thing is, YouTube will randomly not monetize your videos because they're like, hey, give me some proof, this is your content. You don't have to do that. In a network, it will be fine. Every single video you can claim and monetize. And it's like half of your videos. I tried this. Half of your videos just won't get monetized because they're like, herp derp, post me a license, and you don't have that when you're making content that falls under fair use, and you can't actually tell them this is fair use. I'm allowed to do this. But in a network you can, because they know RPM holds all sorts of Maker Studios holds all sorts of licenses. So why bother asking? They know they have them. So you get that it becomes easier to make to monetize your videos. You get all the YouTube feature partners, which is really really nice. You then get access to a dashboard which serves like analytics on YouTube, but with like your entire channel brand. So it is all the channels you have partnered. You can partner more than one channel to the contract. I'll talk about this later. So you can quickly view stats about all your channels, all your social sites. You can link to the page. You can view about your earnings. You can check your tax/payment info and stuff. So it's really really nice. You also get access to a forum where all the other partners are at, and you can get help. You can collaborate. There's like support forum. There's live support if you need it. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know how often they are online, but it's there. You get the support, of course, and you get what else do you get? You get access to Audio Micro, which is one of the biggest things if you ever use music in your videos. You get access to Audio Micro, which is a royalty-free music website where you buy each track. But if you're an RPM partner, they give you an account, username and password that all their partners have. You just log in with that, and then you download the music you need in your video. You of course have to follow some rules that Audio Micro puts up, like you have to link to their site in the description of the video you use the music, but that's it. You get that for free. You just download it. I used it in my Amnesia scare montage video, where I used like 3 or 4 tracks. I just downloaded them, used them, no problem whatsoever. That's really really cool. You can go check out that video. You can just search for Amnesia scare montage and it's there on my channel. So it's really really nice that way. That alone, unless you make a lot of money on your videos, that alone is worth it, because those tracks aren't actually cheap. So oftentimes they will actually cost more than you earn. So that's nice. And then of course you get they do this where you don't get a constant like a fixed CPM. It used to be like most networks would give you like 2 CPM or a $2 CPM. CPM stands for cost per mil. That is the amount of earnings you receive per 1,000 monetized views. That would be per 1,000 views who views an advert. So for every 1,000 views you'd get $2. Now RPM doesn't do this. They have dynamic CPM. They actually auction off advertisement space. My CPM is on average about $10, which is pretty good, and it can actually fluctuate a lot. I've heard about CPMs being above $300, which is insane. I've personally had the highest I've had is like $117 on a specific ad type a single day, where it like spiked incredibly. It happens that time. So you can actually earn a crap ton of money if all your views were monetized. They aren't, due to viewers being in countries where advertisements aren't served and people using adblock. Your earnings are cut down a lot because your views simply aren't monetized. Also, your mobile views apparently aren't monetized either. So that's like 20% of your earnings right there. That's nothing to do with the network. They can't do anything about it. It's actually YouTube who's being a bitch. Yeah, they actually they monetize. They put adverts on mobile views, but you don't get them, as far as I know. You don't get the earnings from it. Now, I'm gonna clean my mouth. Feels weird. Anyway, I lost train of thought. So you get that. You get more. Get higher earnings than if you're with like some other networks or just monetizing through YouTube, and that's really really nice. You also get a simple contract, because I've seen contracts from other networks and they are horrible. Someone link posted me one of his contract he signed, and he didn't actually like read it or understand it proper, and I was like, that's a really really bad contract. It was like they could just do whatever the fuck they wanted with this channel, and also like he could, if he got like a personal sponsorship. Like he could contact a business and say, hey, would you sponsor my channel? They could say yes, and then he would wear a T-shirt with that logo on and then get some money from them. He couldn't do that unless he had to contact the network. They had to like sign in on it and accept it, and then he had to pay a bunch of the money to them, to the network, and they didn't do any of the work. Now RPM's contract is a lot simpler. It's easy to understand if you know like proper English. If you're not that old, or if you don't really speak that good English, it can be a problem, but don't worry, there's really nothing bad in there. There's some variations from contract to contract. That is the length of the contract. It usually 1 or 2 years. Mine is 1 year. The guy who got his yesterday is 2 years. And then it's the split, the earnings split differs as well. So, but that's it. It's a very, very good contract. It's very simple. It gives you a lot of freedom, and there's nothing stupid in it. It's not like it stands like, hey, if we don't want to pay you, we are allowed to not pay you. No, it doesn't say that. I've actually seen a contract saying that. Like, if they felt like that they didn't want to pay you, they didn't have to pay you. That was ridiculous. Now, with all that said, there's of course there's some requirements, some rules. Now, using the referral link apparently circumvents some of the requirements. Usually you need 85 average daily views, that's 2,500 average per month, before they will accept you. Apparently you don't need that, because I've got 2 guys accepted now and none of them meets those requirements. Another requirement is that you have to abide by YouTube's terms of service. That means you cannot bot your views, you cannot bot your subscribers, and if you do so, you are being a moron, because it hurts you more than it helps. But I'll leave that for another video, because it's a long topic, and this video will be long as well. I'm recording on a phone that doesn't have that much battery. Yeah, pro video maker. No. Okay, so other requirements: you can't have copyrighted content on your freaking videos. Learn to not use copyrighted content. It is such a simple thing to understand, but so many people just decide to screw it. It is very, very simple. If you did not make it yourself, you may not use it. Even if someone says, hey, you can use this for free. No, you cannot, unless you have like a written permission. That's also known as a license. And you have to link to that license in the description of your video to stay safe. So if you are using music and aren't linking to it, it might be royalty free, it might be legit, that's a word to say it. But if you aren't linking to the license, if you can't provide YouTube with a license in the description of your video, it's still copyright infringement, and they can still take down your videos, and RPM still won't accept you into the network. If you're using someone else's footage or things from TV, it is still copyright infringement. You cannot use it. You can only use it if it falls under fair use, and that would be gameplay with commentary over. You have to commentate over every gameplay you upload, otherwise it's not fair use, and then you can't use it. And you can. This applies to other things. You can research it on your own if you want. It's too long to discuss here. But yeah, don't be stupid. Just if it isn't yours, don't use it. Herp derp. But if you accept it or apply it and you get rejected due to copyright, you can then just remove the videos and apply again, and you should be accepted. I've seen this happen a bunch of times, and there's no reason to have a copyrighted video on your channel anyway, because 1, you can't monetize it, 2, it'll get your video get you a copyright strike, and 3, it just disables your partnership. So why do it? So those are some of the rules and requirements. I mentioned earlier that you can actually get several channels partnered under the same contract, which is pretty neat. The requirements for that is that you need to have 10,000 total views on your channel, not daily or monthly, just total. You can have uploaded a video 10 years ago that got 10,000 views. 10 years ago, nothing called YouTube back then, but you know what I mean. You can have an old video that got you those views and just say, hey, I have this channel with 10,000 views, I want it partnered with my contract, and that will happen. And that's really nice. And you can do that with as many channels you want, I think. And then I need to talk about why not use another network. The reason for that being that other networks usually suck. I've spoken with a ton of people and their experiences with all the networks, and I can tell you that like TGN, for example, the general consensus. I cannot talk anymore. The general holy crap. The general consensus is that they have a bad contract, their CPM is low, and their support is apparently very, very bad, like waiting more than a month for a reply. It sometimes takes a few weeks in stressed out periods. That's just how it is, because they get thousands of mails in all networks, but more than a month, that's insane. And that was just like on low times. So yeah, I don't know. And then there's like networks like Machinima, which is just one of the worst. I don't know why that's such a popular network. It's just like brainwashing or something, because it's one of the most horrible networks on YouTube. Their early contracts actually gave them the ownership of the channels, which meant that if you were a Machinima partner and you wanted to leave the network, they would keep your channel. You could not leave and then keep your channel. You would have to make a new channel and start over, and then they could just keep the channel and do whatever they wanted. That's ridiculous. They changed that now though, but recently, like this year and the beginning of the year, they actually sent out mails to a lot of their partners saying, "Hey, we know we promised to pay you this amount of money, but you will now only receive this, accept this contract now, or your partnership will be deleted." Yeah. So a bunch of people left Machinima because what the hell? They had a contract saying, "Hey, we are not supposed to be paid this amount," and then they just went, "Hey, you know what? Well, that contract, that legal document that we actually signed, both of us earlier, that we don't want that now. We'll just ruin that. That doesn't count, and then we'll actually pay you less. And if you don't want to agree, well, then get the fuck out." That's not a good network. And to make it even worse, they made like some days ago they uploaded a video to YouTube. It got taken down because it's ridiculously bad. It's like a gaming sadistic what the fuck video. I can actually link to it because someone of course re-uploaded it just to show people how stupid fucking network that is. The decision making in there is just it's the most ridiculous video I have seen in a while. Someone actually got paid for that idea and paid for making that video. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah. So what I do know is a good network, or I actually had the impression of a good network, is Yoish, which is Fullscreen's talent network. It's like RPM just for Fullscreen. Fullscreen is another big YouTube network. But some guy was like raging in my face and being really butthurt about my CPM being higher than his or something. So I'm like, no, I'll just stay over here with the calm, sane people, and you stay over there in whatever country that is. So, but yeah, RPM is a really solid network also because it's a network by YouTubers. Maker Studios is made by Shay Carl, who and other people as well. Shay Carl is the one doing the Shay Tarts, which is like is one of the biggest YouTubers there is. So it is not a company going in and saying, "Hey, we want to earn a crap ton of money easily, so we make a YouTube network and just screw people." No, this is YouTubers for YouTubers. It is to help people out, and they are doing some great things actually. Like they are taking initiatives that other networks aren't, and that's really, really nice. I'm personally very happy with them. I've had no issues, and I feel that if ever I get any issues, I won't have any troubles getting in contact with support or getting help. So that's nice. I don't know if I said that. Yeah, I said that they are part of. They have the game station as well, I think. Yeah. Anyway, this video is long. I need to cut it off. If you have any questions, I want to help you. You can answer them in the comments or in a private message. If you have any friends who want to be partners or are making videos on YouTube, send them this video, and I will also help them. This is not only for my subscribers. This is for everyone. And if you want to be an RPM partner, use the link in the description. It will get you through quicker and easier. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.